Good afternoon, everyone. How you going? Hope you're all well. So welcome to my video on watercolouring. So we're going to try something a little bit different. So you have to bear with me if I do it wrong, because it's a learning curve. So my name's Suzie, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Brisbane, Australia. So I can help you out with anything to do with paper crafting. So whether it's designer paper, cardstock, dyes, stamps, glues, anything that's to do with paper crafting, I can help you out. Or even if it's just a question. If you have a question, hi Marlene, how you going? Lovely to see you. If you have a question that needs answers, and if I don't have the answer, then I'll get on to Stampin' Up or someone that can help me with it and then get back to you. So that's not a problem, and all my information is in the more box below. So where you see more and the 3 dots, just click on that and it will go on. How are you going, Marlene? How's your ankle? Is it getting any better? No, it'd probably take a while for the bruising and swelling to go down. Hi Sarah, how you going? $2:30 a.m. in Texas? My goodness, girl, what you doing still up? I should think not. Oh, 12:30. Well, even that's bad. You should be tucked in bed and asleep. But thank you for popping on. So I'm going to do watercolouring. So it's something I've been watching on Michael's card art. And I think most of you would know that I like his style of what he's doing. You were crafting. That happens, doesn't it? You're off to Cairns tomorrow to get it looked at the orthopaedic clinic, yeah. Yeah, then I'll decide. You haven't got it in a cast, have you? You've just got it in a boot. Now let's hope it's all good news. So yeah, so I've been watching Michael's card art, and I love what he does. I think it's very interesting and a very specialty, like, you know, it just makes everything look so easy. So I'm going to try it. So we'll see what happens. Yes, just the moon boot. I thought you were. You might find out they put you in a cast tomorrow, maybe. So, all right. So let's go down to the desk. People will pop in when they're ready to. It's later than what I normally do. So I had to go out today. All Christmas cards have gone in the post, and also a special birthday card, which will be late. So I did that today. Oh, you hope not. It's a pain with the cask, isn't it? Because you can't get it wet. When I broke my foot, they put me in a cask at first, and every time the lady came to shower me, she'd get the cask wet, and I had to go back to the hospital to get it redone. So I wasn't impressed with that, I can tell you. It's bad enough having it done once than going sitting there for half a day to get it redone. but that's all over now. So let's go down and see what we're doing. So I'm just going to change my camera. Oh no. Okay, for some reason it's not picked up my webcam. So I'm just going to have to go out of it and come back in. Sorry about this, but I should have checked it because it's been playing up all the way through. So just bear with me. I won't be long and I'll go and come back in again, okay? You'll probably have to find me again. So I'm leaving now. Okay, so let's see what's going on here, see if I can get the other camera going. No, I'm going to have to totally shut down and come back. Sorry about this. It's a bit of a nuisance. Okay, you're still all there? Ah, now it's got it. I'm going to have to check that. Okay, sorry about that. You're still there? I didn't in the stream, so it didn't go out. Yep. Oh, cool. So, watercolour painting. I've got some watercolour paper. And, oops, don't know what that was. So, watercolour paper, it's a paper different to our cardstock. Fluid 100 premium cotton watercolour paper. So it's made from cotton. So I don't know whether anybody's used it or not. I've had this for ages and never used it. Hi Tanya, how are you going? Had a bit of drama, it wasn't picking up my... Hi Nicole, how are you? Wasn't picking up my camera again. So I must check that. Usually I go out and come back in, but I didn't. So I'm going to play, as I was saying before, I like to watch Michael's card art. He's a very, very clever man on what he does with his cards. But not only his cards, he actually frames them and sells them. And I don't know whether you've had a look on his site, but he does some really gorgeous things. So I'm going to attempt to do some watercolouring. So I've got my paper, I've got a brush, I've got everything pushed off to the side here. I want my... I'm going to use Highland Heather and I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. Oops. And I'm going to use Fresh Freesia. So 3 different ones. And what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of blocks. And I'm actually going to put the colour on a block. And then I'm going to spray with a little bit of water. And I'm just going to go on my card. So I think Michael does it. I just want a little bit. So I'm not doing it any particular way. Now I'm going to do this next one. This looks a bit darker, doesn't it? So this is actually the first time. Oh, that's a lot darker, isn't it? This is actually the first time I've done it. That's Bear making a noise. So I'm only putting it here and there. It doesn't really matter where I put it. So well, it turns out. Let's get rid of these before I put my fingers in them. Hi Lynn, how you doing? Lovely to see you. I know. I had a house inspection this morning, so I had to be there for her, and it's got a bit late. I had to go to the post office, so I did all that. Then when I came home, I had a nap. I was just so tired. So I'm just sort of going anywhere with it. No specific rhyme or reason, just plopping it on there. Oh, I'll show you the one I tried last night. This is what I did last night. So I did some with just plain ink, and then I did some, I did some that I heat embossed as well. So this is just a background. So I picked out a couple of things that I want to put on there. So I've got early espresso. I might have to do more than one. More than one video, I think. Oh, it's been noisy, isn't he? He's just had dinner. I think he's looking for more. So I'm just putting these wherever I feel I want them. So what else do I want? I want some text. So I'm going to get some text. It's up to you what you put on there. You can put just about anything on there because it's only a background. So this is from Element of Text. And I'm just randomly pasting things. I'm going to do some I've got notes of nature. We might do some of them from this one, from Branching Out. So we just might put a little bit of pine cones on there. I'll put one more down here. So there we got. And I'm just going through what I've got and picking out whatever. Okay, see you, Marlene. Hope all goes well for you for the hospital tomorrow, or the clinic, fracture clinic. I haven't used that one. I must have two. Which wouldn't surprise me. I've got some little flowers here. So it doesn't matter what you put on here, whatever you think you need. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat emboss. So I'll get rid of this one for the moment. So I'll get our Versamark out. And we'll get our little embossing buddy. And I'll just put some over. Because I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. So I like these little flowers. I can see them. You probably can't from where you are. And what else do I want? It's just, all I'm doing is flicking through some of my stamps and seeing what I can put on there. So I might just do those two for the minute. Ooh, that was a big blob, wasn't it? And I'm just going to heat emboss those. And then I've got something else I want to put on there as well. So I'll just close your ears. There's one done. It's very pale. You almost can't see it. It's only done part of them. We'll try again. That's weird. Where did it put my stamp? There we go. It's there. It doesn't seem to be doing much at all. I'll put another one there and see how we go. Well, it doesn't matter going over it because a lot of it isn't going to show when it's done. So you only see the little bits peeping out. That's looking a bit better. There we go. That's changing better for some reason. I think it's because white on white doesn't really show up either. So Bear was very good today. When the lady came to do the inspection, I'll tell you when I get off this. It's hard trying to talk, isn't it? So you don't have to use white. You can use any colour you want. In fact, white on white really isn't showing up that good, is it? Now I'm going to put some gold, I think, on there. I was saying before, when I was doing that, the lady came to do the inspection. When she was inside, there was fine. When she had to go outside, he started growling and barking. He knew that, like, she was a stranger, so he was carrying on all the time she was out there taking photographs. And she put her hand out, and he went to her and sniffed her, as dogs do. But he still barked and growled at her, which in one way is good because he's supposed to be a guard dog, isn't he? Look after the house. Going to put this big stamp here and there, and then that will be the last bit. So I think he did very good being a guard dog. He knew she was a stranger. So I'm going to put some Versamark on here. And I'll have a little bit of gold. So where shall we put our gold? So you can put things like Post-it mark. Yes, she did, Tanya. And so she just put her hand out for him to sniff. And so, yeah, he knew she was a stranger. And I just kept telling him, good boy. Now, find where we go with this. And where did I do the other one? Yeah, there it was. I mean, I don't have a stamp sort of, you know, a stamp, a little round one like this one, that just on its own. So I think that's all we really need now. Let's put this away so I don't knock it over. Just watch your ears. So look at the old coming up. There we go. So this is what we've got so far. So this is our base for the card. And we'll pop it on just a white card maybe. Could even put it on a purple one. So I made these flowers up. Oops. So they can sit on the stems there. But what I want to do is make up some leaves. We could probably make some smaller flowers as well. So I've cut these. I've cut these leaves out. I have another two somewhere. There it is. Because what we're going to do is, as we've done with these, is that they're going to be coloured and maybe a little bit of embossing powder on them. So I'll cut these out. We might not get all this done today and see how we go for time. And I might do a part 2 tomorrow to finish it all off. So that's for that. So where's my tape? Here it is. I'll take some sticky. There. I'll get the little mini. So we got 4 of these leaves to cut out. And put this one. Can do some bigger leaves if you want to. Some that are sort of longer, more leaves on them. So it depends what you want to make your card look like. So I can't really take credit for this process. As I said, I like to watch Michael's card art, and this is, it's not exactly the way he does it, but I've used different elements. But the basic idea of how it's done is his. So I've watched him a few times now on different projects that he does. And the process. It gives the cards like a three-dimensional look. I have to go and get some milk. I forgot to get it when I went down the shop the other day. Yesterday, this morning. Yeah. Otherwise there'd be no milk for coffee in the morning. And we can't have that, can we? Okay, so that's those done. And I'm not totally they're too big. Better put that stuff away too. Might make some smaller flowers. these are on some bits. Look in my big box. I threw all this out when I left the other place. It doesn't take long to collect it again, does it? Might do some gold. That's all the gold I've got left. And I need to put in an order. There's some red. I'm just going to do that one. I need another red. And a gold one. These don't have holes that you can push down on. So I want another gold one. I haven't decided what size flowers I will make. A bit of red. Pair of scissors. That's all the gold I've got left. I'm going to put that one there. Put a bit of tape on it. And then I'm going to put this one here. Poor piece of gold. I'll probably put an order in tomorrow because tomorrow we can put a pre-order in, can't we? Pretty sure it's the 18th that we can put a pre-order in. Oh, that's sweet. I received a beautiful card too from Sarah. I think it's on my other desk. So, and I forgot to say to it because I have trouble getting on again. The top camera wouldn't work. Going to be a bit of a pain in the backside. So yeah, so I had a nice card from Sarah. I've just posted all my overseas Christmas cards and one birthday card, or 2 birthday cards. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to fold it in the middle. So you've got a line down there, so I'm just putting my nail on it and then folding it. Sometimes it's not exactly in the middle, but and I'm going to do the same with the gold ones. That one. That's done. So they will go on those red flowers like that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. Tomorrow morning, I'll do the leaves and I'll make a flower up to show you how I did that instead of just having them all set out. So we're going to make these leaves different than just green leaves. So we're going to give them a colour and we're going to use daubers. So yeah, so we'll leave that for tomorrow, a part 2, so that I can show you exactly how to make the things. So this will be a cover. We'll have to cut it down a bit, and then we might just, put some leaves here and there and flowers. And we can use our stems here that we've put on here. We can use those, say, and per se, and put flowers on as well as leaves. All right, so I'm going to come back up the top. Okay, here I am, back again. So we'll do that tomorrow, and I will be on at 10:30 tomorrow as normal time. So then we'll learn how he did the flowers and different things that he uses to give it that 3D effect. So if you pop onto Michael's card art, who does a fabulous job with his cards, and I have to give him recognition for this, as I've said a couple of times, because I watched him do it. So mine isn't exactly the same as Michael's. I'm doing my own thing, but the process of what he did is similar or the same. He did different colours and that made his up. So what I'll do is I'll see you tomorrow at 10:30, and thank you ladies for coming on. It's a bit late in the afternoon, I know, and it's near dinner time. So thank you so much, and you have a great night, and I will see you in the morning, hopefully. Bye.